Okay, guys, so this is actually part 2 to pick a niche, because I uploaded one video talking about how I struggle picking a niche. I struggle picking a niche because I can talk about pretty much anything. So then I was just recording a video and I came to the conclusion that I am my own niche. Dopest individual. That's my brand. That's my niche. So I don't want to put myself in a box. I don't. And it's not just with YouTube. In life, I do not do well with putting myself in a box. Little backstory on me. So growing up, I decided I didn't want to go to college because I didn't even have any like fantasy about college. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't one of those people that knew what I wanted to go to college for. I never had a dream college in mind. Honestly, I had a best friend and she was going to a college. And if I had decided to go to college, I was only going to go to that college because she went. I did not like school. I got decent grades in school. Mind you, I'm not stupid, but school has, the whole idea of school always bothered me. Like so a lot of people, especially the more you get into spirituality, they talk about the veil being lifted. You know what I'm saying? The veil, if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. The illusions of life, the things that they told us and the things that they told us, but it's like, in school, even in elementary, something in me just did not sit right with sitting there all day. It just didn't feel right. Like I must have been spiritually tapped in as a kid because it just did not sit right with me. I would, it just got to the point where school was just like, I was like just doing enough to kind of please my mom, making sure I wasn't getting upset that I was getting bad grades. But like school was a bore. I did move around a lot. I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but if it wasn't a subject that I genuinely liked, which I liked science before it got super difficult, like by the time I got to biology, I was like, all right now. I'm too stressed out to learn anymore. I'm too stressed out to learn. I liked biology. I liked English. I ran track. But yeah, when it came to other things, it was just like, I hated feeling forced to do those type of things. And then it's crazy because as adults, a lot of people get older and they're like, oh, all that stuff they made us think about and learn, we didn't need half that stuff. That's how I felt in the moment. I was like, ain't no way I'm gonna need this in real life. Ain't no way. And so, I don't know, a part of me was already kind of tapping out. So anyway, I say that to say, when it came to the time to actually go to college, I was like, bro, I didn't even want to do that. You think I'm gonna pay my money? You said, what? It's gonna be my money? You want me to pay my money, go into debt? And then I was like, that doesn't work for me because I don't even know what I would want to go to college for. Like, for instance, I like psychology. I was in ROTC. There was a time where I was going to enlist in the military. And I was like, is that what you really want to do? Or are you doing it for money? I was doing it for money. So I was like, nah, let's not do that. Because once you're in there, you're in there. So I didn't do that. When I was thinking about, okay, what kind of course would I take if I went to college? And I'm not against college. I like to live life on my own terms. And so I've always said, I want to do life backwards. I know I kind of just stopped that last sentence. But again, if you're one of those people that knew what you wanted to do, that's different. I'm not like that. I didn't even barely have people to help me explore what it is that I wanted to do. So, I was just like, no. And people were like, oh, you can go for a year and be undecided. So I don't mind working. I have discipline to do what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? While I'm young, I'm going to see if I can make money on my own. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of avenues. I've always wanted to be on YouTube. I'm just now getting consistent with it. Because when I was younger, honestly, I could have made a YouTube, but so much was going on in my life that I don't know what the page would have been about. I keep catching all the angel numbers. Like, I'm not purposely looking at the timestamp, but I caught 222, I caught 333, and I caught 444. But anyway, what was I saying? Shoot. I forgot. But yeah, I said I want to do things my own way. Like, I listen to the things that older people say. While you have energy, while you're young, utilize that. Blah 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 blah. Okay, so I'm aware that if you have discipline and you're consistent and you are determined to do something, there's a lot of things that we can do right now to make money. Are you doing that college course because you want to make money, or that's genuinely what you want it to do? But if the goal is to make money, oh, this career is going to make you a lot of money, blah 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 blah. I'll wrap it up and say this. I always known that I would need to be my own boss. Even when, so let's go back into I had a lot of jobs from 18 to, how old am I now? So I would say it's about, because the thing that I'm doing now for work, it's more independent contracting, and I love it. I get to create my own schedule. That works for me. That works for my personality. I do not do well with routine. I do not do well with somebody telling me how I have to do something. I have discipline. I know how to make happen what I need to happen. I do not like people that abuse their authority. And I tend to rub authority the wrong way just because that's not something, you know what I'm saying? So at jobs and stuff, I'm a respectful person. Like in ROTC, I didn't get in trouble in ROTC. And that's the one place where you will get corrected if you don't know how to respect. I didn't have any problem in ROTC. I had a problem with going to jobs and people that had a little bit of authority, just a little bit of freaking authority, abusing it. Honey, you are just the manager of a fast food restaurant. Or honey, you're just the manager of a retail store. And even in school, you know, I didn't have too many issues. I had some, not too many issues with the kids, but sometimes it was the teachers. Because like our mental, like I was on the same level as them. I'm a very observant person. I just don't do people abusing authority. So that's one reason certain jobs don't work for me, and I don't work for certain jobs. Okay? Because you're not about to, sometimes people don't feel important in their life. And so they use that role to gain its importance. You're not doing that over here. Anyway, let's get back on track. So I had a lot of jobs growing up. And at first, okay, so I had to get used to working, you know, like before. So like in grade school, I kind of kept to myself a lot. And then when you start working, you got to learn how to interact with people. I, you know, struggled with that a bit because I was shy. And then, we're about to hit 10 minutes. I don't want this video to be too long. But anyway, I'm basically trying to say that I always know I needed to be my own boss, and I was always aware that I needed to do my own thing. And there were times when I wish that I thought more normal, or I had like a more normal personality, because some people just knew what they wanted to do. Oh, I want to be this, that. And I'm just like, that's great, because the fact that you know that, now you just got to execute it. It was so weird, like, and it's like I know what I want to do, but what I want to do is not, it's unorthodox. It's not the most common thing. I mean, nowadays it is. Being on social media, being a content creator, that's a thing now. But you know, I'm a 90s baby, so like when YouTube first started, we didn't think it was gonna be like as much as it is today. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm literally over here looking at some of the OGs, like the people that I first started watching on YouTube, and seeing like they got these whole families now. Some of them about retiring off of it. I'm like, wow. Anyway, so all that, me knowing that, okay, I haven't been able to just pick a college course. Okay, I haven't been able to just say, hey, this is the job I want, because my personality it just doesn't do well with just one thing. And so that's why my niche is myself, dopest individual. I have so many different aspects of my personality. I have so many different aspects of the way that I think. Even in school, I kind of hung with a little bit of like each clique, because that's how my personality is. I got a little bit of the goth people in me. I got a little bit of the ratchet people in me. I got a little bit of the nerdy people in me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's me. And I'm about to embrace just me being me. I'm tired of and that's my biggest obstacle, is overthinking. Like, you have to pick a niche, you have to do this. And I'm like, why don't you get you, meaning me? I will take what people say, of course, but I can't like box myself in the way that other people can, because that's never worked for me. Not saying I won't get there, you know what I'm saying? Even this might be its own category, like what, motivation or self improvement, or I might fall into one of those categories, because I do like doing that. I like to teach people, I like to inform people, I like to motivate people, I like to share stories with people so they don't feel alone. So I might tell a story about a crazy obstacle that I went through, because I do that so people don't feel like they're the only ones that go through things. Those are the kind of things that I like to talk about. But I also like to be funny. I've been, for the last 2 days, recording a vlog. I'm actually like hoping the vlog isn't too boring, but again, that's me overthinking, and I'm working on my self-confidence, because I've watched vlogs before and with thousands of views, and I'm like, oh, all she did was sit there and ramble. I can do that. I love rambling. So anyway, I'm about to wrap this up, guys. Please leave a comment below. What kind of things do you guys like to talk about? Like, what kind of things are you guys into? Let me know. Are you in the same situation as me, where you're like, I don't know what niche to pick? Because I can say that was probably my biggest like obstacle right there. But to wrap this up, I've came to the conclusion that I am my own niche, dopest individual. I'm a dope individual, and as you guys get to know me, you guys will get to know my brand. You guys will get to know my niche. Thank you guys for checking me out. My other video got a pretty good amount of views, so I hope that making this video and talking a little bit will help somebody out. All right, stay tuned.